What else you got for me, brother?
No, I gotta go because we gotta go back. So you do the second tour in Iraq. What makes you go back for the third time?
Um, I went from being this is something I'm going to do just to get my bennies and get out to I'm a careerist, So I'm in a leadership role now, and it's part for the course. I'm one of the senior. You know what I mean? Because I got some kids that's under me at the time. They hadn't deployed at all, so I'm one of the old heads. So my position changed. You know what I mean? And granted, the third time I was in Iraq was nothing like the first time. Nothing like.
Okay.
So and this was
Explain
just
that.
in a
Explain that.
5-year period.
Explain what you mean
Absolutely.
when you say
So we had been there for so long. We, as America and just coalition forces, we had been there for so long. We had wiped out so many people that it was almost unrecognizable from what it was, like the Wild West days I was telling you when we first went there. And I remember thinking, when I went back in 2009, it was going to be like it was in 2004. It was not. It was not at all. You can actually sit and take a nap in the vehicle, you know what I mean? Versus sitting like that the whole time. I'm like, oh my God, this really changed. I mean, granted, the threat of danger was there, but night and day. Night and day. So I'm like, whatever we were doing, it was working. Because I never thought I'd be able to ride on the convoy and take a nap.
Wow, that says a lot, man. That says a lot.
And there were certain parts. There were certain parts where gentrification was even taking place in the northern part of Iraq. Dude, when I saw a KFC in Iraq, I'm like, ain't this a bitch?
Yeah, it's a wrap. When you see that, it's a wrap. You know who there. Yeah, you know who's there now.
Yeah.
Man.
It was probably an offshoot, the Colonel's Chicken. They couldn't license the KFC, but it was something similar to it. The Western influence was there. I'm like, what? Do you see this? I'm like, oh my God. There was a shopping mall I went to in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
A shopping mall. Granted, they had metal detectors before you went through there, and you had to get patted down.
That's different.
I mean, talking about the going from one extreme to the next. But to go back to what you said, I noticed that my role was different. You know what I mean? So I found myself more in a leadership mentor role. So I was still impart the wisdom from all the experiences I had previous, but the game has changed. We were in a process of getting everything out of Iraq. At first, it's trying to liberate them and everything else. This is Obama period now, and we're trying to get everything out of there. So it's completely different. And to go from that experience to what Afghanistan was like, I was like, okay, because that last experience in Iraq kind of placated me a little bit. I'm like, okay, we're done. We're done fighting. The worst is over. And then you go to another country, like, oh no, we're still off and popping over here.
Wow.
So yeah, that was a very unique experience to say the least as well.
So when you did your last tour in Afghanistan, did you know all right, this is it? I had enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it was time then. But